So I'm child-free by choice, and everyone always says, like, what's your purpose? If you don't have kids, what's your purpose? My purpose is getting my nails done, going shopping, treating myself. Look at this new bag I just got from Goyard. Stunning. This new sweatsuit I got from Aloe. And being sober, traveling, I don't know, taking naps. Have you ever taken a nap? It's like the funnest thing ever. It's so nice. I enjoy naps a lot. So don't say I don't have purpose just because I don't have kids. How dare you? So I'm child-free by choice.
I don't know if this is a serious comment or if it is just a troll trying to get attention, but this is crazy to me. And it's crazy to me the comments that I got on my video about being 38 and not wanting kids. It's so interesting to me how that is so hard for some people to comprehend. I know that I don't want kids, like I know that the sky is blue. I am more sure of it every year of my life. People always say like, oh, but you might change your mind. Every year that passes, the more sure I am that I am making the right decision for myself. And I don't understand why some people care so much whether somebody else procreates or not, especially somebody that they don't know. And the people who say that if you don't have kids, you're missing out on the meaning of life and life's purpose. In this day and age, I believe that you can find purpose through so many different areas. I find purpose through my work that I do in recovery. I find purpose in my career. I find purpose in my relationship with my family. I find purpose in my relationships with my friends. I find purpose in things that I do in my community. I find purpose when I go and travel the world and experience different cultures. I find purpose in my spiritual life. I mean, there's so many ways to be fulfilled without having kids. There is 0% part of me that feels like I want to be responsible for another human life for the rest of my life. I mean, truly, I just don't have that maternal thing. I always say I have it for my dog. It's fulfilled by my dog. I love my dog so much. And I know that dogs aren't people, but the fact that other people care so much and need everybody to hold their same views is just wild to me. If you ever come across a woman who says she doesn't want kids and she's sure about it, that's the end of the discussion, period. I don't know.
Did you watch Sex and the City?
Every episode, probably 5,000 times. I could quote every single thing.
You can relate to the saying when Charlotte's like, how can you give up a baby for a man you hardly know? She goes, well, why would I give up a man I love for a baby I hardly know I want?
People think that it is a woman's purpose to have children, or that if you don't have children, you are missing out on the essential meaning of life. And I always get the feedback, oh, it's so selfish. And I'm like, I think the most selfish thing that you could do is know that you don't want to have kids and have them anyway. I always just assumed that it was going to be part of the picture because that was what you do. You get married, you have kids, the end.
There's no option that's a happy ending that don't involve kids in the white picket fence.
Sounds like my worst nightmare.
I'm a mom of 4 kids, and something I cannot get over is the way that people try to convince women who are child-free by choice that they actually want kids. They'll say things like, oh, no, you say that now, but you'll see, you'll want them, or, oh, just wait, once you fall in love, you're gonna want kids. Doctors will even say, no, ma'am, I can't tie your tubes, you're too young, you're gonna change your mind. As if women don't know what they want for themselves. It is wild, and I often even see it in like dating and marriage. Men will date women who say they do not want kids, and then they think they can convince them to have kids, and they spend years trying to tell her that she does want kids. And then if they break her down, if they are successful in doing so, in getting her to have children with them, they are then shocked when she doesn't fully enjoy the experience of motherhood. It is crazy to me that women will say what they want and people will tell them that that just can't possibly be true. That just can't be true. And it's crazy because society tells us that as a woman in particular, our ultimate job is to be a mother. And so it is really difficult for many women to say, no, I don't want kids. I will never want kids. That is a difficult thing to say in this society because people then look at you and say, well, then what are you good for? And women and men have value whether or not they have children and a family. You don't need kids to have value in our world. And honestly, as a parent, I always encourage people, like, if you don't think you want kids, definitely don't have them. You cannot go in this halfway. You're all the way in, right? So let's start listening to women. And if they say they don't want kids, believe them. Don't date them. Don't marry them, hoping you can change their mind. Don't tell them what to do with their reproductive organs. Just let them live their life. Let them be, please. Because women know what they want. They know what they want, and they are allowed to say that, and they are allowed to stick by that, and we should honor that.
Look at this article I found today. The dangerous rise of men who won't date woke women. Pathetic. I know you probably can't tell, but I'm quite woke and very alert to social injustice. Woke discrimination in dating should not be tolerated. Also, who wouldn't want this? I mean, look at these bangs. They're perfect. Come to think of it, I've been single for the past 10 years, ever since I started free bleeding in women's marches. But what kind of man doesn't love that level of confidence? I don't even have that many dating requirements. I mean, he has to be a vegan, obviously, and he must have his pronouns in his bio. He must provide proof of vaccination and all his boosters, and he must wear an N95 mask or equivalent during sex, but forget about condoms because that's what abortion healthcare is for. He needs to be okay with the fact that I don't shave any body hair. Manscape with a body of Chris Hemsworth. He also must be okay with the fact that I wear natural deodorant. It doesn't really work, but at least I don't have aluminum seeping into my skin. And last but not least, he must not like video games or sports. So I don't really know what the problem is. I'm a total catch. Did you ever think that maybe it's your attitude? Or maybe it's your irrational list of standards? What do you mean attitude? Also, I don't have to lower my standards for any man or anyone.